Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. Hope everyone had a good weekend. If you're watching this in the far, far future, which you very well could be, I hope you had a great weekend, whenever that was. And we are back here. It's kind of nighttime. I don't know. I just got back from the end. Maybe it's morning. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it looks like the moon's going down. Perfect timing. All right. Well, we have spent the last 2 episodes in the end, and I'm really loving it. But I think I spent so much time in that oxygen plant getting it worked out because building the plant itself was fine. Adding in all the leaves and all the greenery, that was, I wasn't super inspired to do it. I don't think that I had a really clear idea, and I think that sort of is where the problem stemmed from. So I just found myself just like, just place this here and just place this here, and just kind of uninspired. So I decided last episode, which was a supersized episode, 33 minutes. Usually I try to keep my episodes more like 12 minutes, but it kind of got away from me. And I spent last episode just kind of doing that, and I thought, I'm gonna step away. So we're back here. We're going back to the Tuscan city, and it's time to build some more houses and some more shops. I really like the way this is developing. I think I'm gonna stick with basically these 3 color palette themes, right? And just totally intermix them, but stay with it because I think it's gonna be nice. I think having 3 different palettes is going to be a good way. So I'm going to have stripped birch logs, sandstone framing, or stripped oak logs as the framing. And on the inside, I'll have any color of terracotta or sand, right? So I have all these like sort of earthy tones, like regular terracotta, orange terracotta, brown terracotta, which I'll probably end up going get more. And I just brought back a whole bunch of sandstone. So the first thing I want to do probably is get 6 of these. I have 6 furnaces here. That's why 6. Get these cooking up. So I have some more of this inner sandstone, this smooth sandstone wall. So we can get this cooking up right away. And then for roofs, it's oh man, I have to go get some coal. All right, we'll go get some coal momentarily here. But for roofs, we have I've only done 2 pallets so far. I did the oak with birch lining, or it could be birch with oak lining, and the other one is brick with diorite lining. I don't see myself doing a diorite roof, so I think if I do the brick, it'll be brick with diorite, and then change these to either birch and oak or oak and birch, right? All right, so that's gonna be the plan. The houses I want to do today are these 3. Yeah, there's 3. These 3 right here, and also this one back there. So let's go ahead and get started with some of these. I'll put in the framing. Now these are kind of cookie cutter houses, basically. If you look at how they are. I don't know if I counted this. Did I count this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one I did, but I don't think so. 1, 2. Yeah, no. I just made squares, right? So if you're ever building this style in your own world, I don't see there's a real need to do a tutorial because they're very simple. You can just see it's just squares. It's just squares going off, and if you change direction, I change direction on a pole, and then after you do the pole, then all you got to do is you put in your inner wall right here. Now that's why these have to be, I'd say, at least 7 between generally, because once you put in the inner wall, that's gonna make for a very small interior of your house. And yeah, we're gonna do the interiors. I know they're starting to get away from me. I'm aware. I have 4 houses here, and I'm gonna add another 4 that are not gonna have interiors at the end of this episode, but it's coming. We're gonna do it. We are absolutely 100% for sure guaranteed going to do it. So that's gonna happen. So I think I'm gonna mix up this time. I'm gonna do the sandstone outer lining, and I'm gonna do this orange terracotta on the inside for this first house. And then I'll detail with sandstone, which should be pretty simple and pretty nice. So it'll just be like this. Okay, see you on the other side. All right, then, we got a couple things to deal with here. Oh, man, do I have inventory? No, I don't. Cows, you're going to get to live because I don't want to just kill you and just have your drops fall on the ground. But, yeah, I need all this leather for the interiors that are coming. But here I finished this house here, and I think it's fine. It's fine. It's a simple little basic house. I tried to do a little bit of ornamentation, but not go crazy. I wanted to have a tiny little wheat field right in here just to fill some of this space, and figured these people would probably, they'd utilize what space they had. So that's going to be just fine. Wow, everyone's yelling at my house. That's cool. So the other thing is, on this cliff over in this area, I want to start bringing in a little bit of grass areas here, and that's going to be something like this. Just, you don't want to, I don't think you want a straight solid line of grass, right? Like, not at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to do just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then after I go around and do some of this where I'm just sort of just bringing it down just a hair, and I want some of this to turn into dirt, I want some of it to be little overhangs, all that kind of stuff. Then we'll come back in again a second time, sort of with some leaves and stuff like that. And if there's one thing I have lots of around, it's actually leaves. I have tons of leaves. I don't really remember why, actually, but I have tons and tons and tons of leaves. So, we can go up a couple blocks like this, just trying really hard to make it as random as I possibly can, right? And that's going to be the entire goal. So, not up too many times, sometimes probably down a couple blocks, something like this, just get it to, let's see, like that, and really have it look like the grass is sort of just drooping off the edge of the cliff. Yeah, I think it's cool. It adds a lot from especially from down sort of yonder. What's that block? That almost looks like, is it just stone? With the shaders, it almost looks like a shulker. That's not a shulker, is it? No, it's just stone. Okay. All right, let me work on that, and then I'm going to plant a potato field right here, so then we'll come back and check out the potato field. Ooh, look at that sky. Yeah, this is going to be nice. Oh, I like this. There are a couple things I need to do, like here you have this border because I didn't do the double dirt, so I'll come back eventually and fix that, either with just by putting some dirt here or some slabs or growing weed or whatever. I'll hide that sort of thing. You can see it over here too a little bit, and we'll get that worked out in all good time. But yeah, I went with a little bit more of a haphazard field here instead of really clean lines, where I tried to put some dirt paths where they'd be, or path block where they'd be getting the crops, and then over here a little bit more, and I think it works okay. I think it's kind of cool. This is the kind of thing that I would do for this entire area, is just fill every spot. That's going to be the I guess that's going to be sort of the drive of what I'm really trying to do here. As I grow more wheat, I'm going to plant wheat through here. Just, it's a spot, and they would, I think, fill it up. So we'll fill this whole thing up with wheat. I just got to get some to grow, and I neglected to go harvest some seeds while I was there. But I did AFK for about, how many hours? Like 4 hours probably or so in my squid farm. And I found a place, and I don't understand the mechanics of this. If you do, then let me know, and I will send you a virtual hug from 6 feet away, at least, minimum. There's a place where you can stand in Bedrock Squid Farm where squid won't spawn or rarely spawn, but tons of salmon will, which provides me with salmon. Yeah, that's cool, but bones, and that's really cool. So I got like maybe 12 stacks of bones in that short of time, totally AFK. Like, I didn't do anything. It's so much better than skeleton farm. It was really great. So I'm going to do that again. I'm leaving for the next 4 hours or so. And I just cleared out the chest. So whenever I do leave, I'm going to go again and try to get another maybe 10 or 12 stacks of bones. I mean, that's more bones than I've had in this world ever, to be totally honest. I don't think I've ever had that much. And so, yeah, so that'll be great, because I've never, I do have a skeleton spawner here, but I've never actually gone to the lengths of doing anything with it. And that's going to be something that I want to do probably next. So I have maybe about 10 minutes before I want to go here. So for the next 10 minutes, I am going to attempt to frame out a couple of these houses here. And then when I come back, it should be late at night. I would assume my whole family will be sleeping, hopefully, if things are going correctly. And whenever they are sound asleep, then I am going to come in here and polish off these 3 houses, probably all together. One thing I've been thinking about doing, and by going long-winded on this, I'm probably going to break that little rule of my own that I just made up, is I'd really like to shorten episodes. My goal for episodes in this series is about 12 minutes. That's my goal. Pop in, say hi, do some building, and then pop out, and then come back tomorrow. That's my entire goal. That's like going to be, basically, that's going to be the focus of my channel going forward, is going to be, 10 to 12 minute segments. And that means I'm probably going to do smaller builds than what I often do. Probably won't be doing 4 houses, although, I mean, I'm going to do that today. But yeah, so I'm going to try really, really, really hard to shorten up these episodes. They've been going longer and longer. I've been in the 20-minute range for most episodes recently, and the last episode was like 32 minutes, although that was kind of a special episode. But all right, anyway, I've talked too much. Now we're going to be way, way, way over my limit. I'm 3 minutes this clip. Take a cut, fix, cut. I want to bring you in so I don't do this entire thing off camera, but yeah, I got a little bit of work done here. So far, there's still, there's a lot. There's a lot left to do, but you know, I'm discovering something about this style that I don't think I really thought of before. Well, maybe I knew it and it was kind of subconscious level, right? But you know, when I look at these houses, I think this looks like really nice. I think it's, even though it's so incredibly square and blocky and on the Z axis and all that, but I think it looks really nice, and it's all because of this nature bit that's around here. I look at those up there; they look, I think, really nice. You look down here and like, oh man, these look terrible. And it's all about, this style is all about making it look like it's been here for a while, right? Like you got some vines growing up there. You got a bunch of rose bushes. I'm kind of running out of time for this episode here, but I've done a nice bit of beautification. And I think it's really turning out nicely. I really, really, really like it. I love this. I guess I'm going to go ahead and call it a kingdom, but I love this little Tuscan kingdom. I think it's really cool. We already have like 8 houses, something like that. And yeah, it's coming right along. Look at this. Doesn't give you a feeling, right? Oh man, every time. You know what? I'm not going to. Oh, okay, just wait once. This happens so often. Okay, I need a fence going around this crop field. But yeah, it gives you a feeling, doesn't it? It's nice. It's nice. I really, really, really like it. You know, of course, I'm going to add a lot more houses and stuff like that. But yeah, check this out, right? This is not too bad. A couple other little things that we could probably add. I just want to continue to add greenery coming along here in different sort of various places, and not go crazy with other flowers. Generally grass and rose bushes with the occasional poppy, and that's pretty much it. I'm taking out all the other colors. I want this whole place to be a very unified color scheme. I think it's important and cool. So yeah, so here's where we're at. I think there's one more thing that I can do today that's really going to help, and that's going to be right out along here. We're going to do a crop field right here. There's not enough room for a house. I think these people would utilize this space, so let's make this a crop field that's going to go right to that house, and it's going to be a nice space filler. I like it. I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, I think the adding the little couple crop fields I've done this little area really, really, really helps. So I definitely want to do more of those. Like, this little sliver of a crop field is really nice. This little area of a crop field, yeah, I definitely want to fill up all that space. So this area right here is probably going to be a couple big trees, which is probably going to be something that we do maybe next episode, is do some sort of tree landscaping in this little bit of a kingdom, and then we'll just continue to expand. I have plans for up here that I think is going to be really cool. I was thinking about maybe putting a castle or something up there, but I think I'm going to do it here, actually. I think I'm going to do it here instead. And I just feel like this amount of houses is going to have maybe a big palace up here that could be really, really, really cool. So I do have a plan for that, and we're going to get to that, but I'm going to need so much sand. It's going to be a sandstone build. And yeah, we're going to need to go seriously harvesting in the desert. But that is going to wrap it up for me today. Thanks so much for coming by. Hey, I would say this at the end. I should leave it earlier, but drop a like if you don't mind. It really apparently does actually really help out. So I will see you all next time from right here at Bedrock Survival. Bye, everybody.